Alright, what's up guys? Welcome everybody to yet another Riot Games early access for Valorant. I'm ShaDeSLaYeR. Joining me is Cracky and OG the Lowest Chicken. Welcome gentlemen. How excited are you guys for the new Agent Fate? I'm gonna start with you, Cracky.
Oh, I'm super excited. Buy a core initiator. Let's go. I'm super excited. इतनी hype बनी हुई है. Let's see the actual reveal key. What is it?
OG?
I don't know, man. I'm a duelist player, and duelists naturally hate initiators. So, for all I care about, they're adding another salt shaker in the game, and it's not going to be fun. Oh, I've heard a lot about this one, dude. Especially jet
Oh yeah.
players. It's going to be sad.
I mean, whether you like it or not, chances are it's going to be insta-locked for the next foreseeable few days, maybe even weeks to come. But yeah, we did watch VCT Reykjavik. I guess I'm getting that right. Finals, where we saw Optic kind of 3-0 it. Yeah, the matches did go close, but overall the series was a pretty short one, and we did get to see the gameplay footage of Fade thereafter. So, what are we gonna check out on this video? Of course, the big one's gonna be Fade. We'll check out her abilities, her gameplay, kind of do some brainstorming around it and see, where she's probably gonna fit in. And of course, the other fun stuff, we of course have the Battle Pass that's going to be coming out, as well as the new skins are out as well. So we'll check all of this out and more. So without further ado, I guess we'll just jump into the agent section and look.
भाई पहले स्किन दिखाओ भाई पहले स्किन दिखाओ भाई पहले स्किन दिखाओ भाई इसको बाद में देखेंगे. I'm
Fair
excited
enough.
for this skin.
Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair enough. All right. All right.
yeah.
There's the RGX 11Z Pro
Wow.
skin collection. Of course, why are we looking at it here? Just look at it here. So,
Flex.
of course, the last one did have the knife, which I know OG likes to wield quite a fair bit. I
katana
was
type,
the yeah, that's the sword. Had a really crazy animation to it. And of course, we see a lot of people using the bundle. It's a go-to for a lot of players. This is version 2, of course. It's going to be different weapons in this. We have the classic. Then we have the Spectre. We have the Phantom. We have the Operator. And of course, we have yet another butterfly knife this time around.
Wow.
The unlocks, color patterns are very similar, of course.
Okay. It has different voice. It has that different noise to it when you're flipping the knife
Yes,
as well.
yes. It's got a kind of
Robotic.
Yep. It's got the KO essence in it.
Holy crap! Look at the RGB on that shit.
Look at one of the fans in
color of the
here.
rainbow, dude.
है ना?
Yeah,
But the animation is same. Like
Yeah,
पहले वाले
it's the exact
knives
same.
से. Yeah.
Yeah, that way you kind of feel betrayed, now buying that earlier butterfly knife.
थोड़ा सा.
At least with the Karambit, they changed the animation. Every Karambit has like a unique animation.
Yes.
The Champions Karambit looked a little vanilla, but it had a very nice inspect animation. The Battle Pass Karambit, it looked a little weak, but it had a nice CS:GO-esque animation, I'd say. And the Prime, though, there are two variants of it. There's one hardcore, don't upgrade wala public, and then there's the normal. I'll use it like every regular other person does. So yeah, at
Okay,
least
sure.
that way there's unique.
Shows the Phantom. Phantom like looks good.
Phantom looks very
Oh.
nice. Of course, it's Phantom, and the effects, everything look, I guess, very similar. Expected to be to the previous one as well. Yeah, I don't see much difference in animations. Everything looks the same. The kill counter is back again. So it's unlike the other skins, you're gonna have to use up 40 RP to unlock. You have your animation, finisher, kill counter. Oh no, you do have VFX. There you go.
Yeah.
It's VFX, animation, finisher, kill
Oh,
counter.
so many raid night.
Yeah.
Battle pass guaranteed.
Kiran, I feel sad for you.
Eh, eh, Let's not go there. So for
You know,
us,
the one thing I
OG,
actually
you know
appreciate. What?
Yeah.
this is by the
Kiran
way,
has
I'm
like
gonna
a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna set-
skins, but zero radianites.
well,
What a position to be
Cracky
stuck in.
couldn't just hold on and let me set the context, but yeah, that's pretty much that pretty much sums it up. The fact that I've barely even unlocked level 2s on some of my skins. So
Wow.
Most of them.
right,
Never
games,
mind,
if
yeah.
you're hearing this, absolutely thankful for the early access. Would be also great to throw in some Radiant Night points. Radiant Night points. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot to upgrade considering it's 5 skins.
5.
So of course,
Yeah.
the melee one has only one level of unlock before you get into the color variations. So yeah, not too bad, not too shabby as well. I'm super happy about the operator. Operator looks really sick. We're gonna
Oh,
try
yeah.
that out a little later. But essentially,
Ooh.
the scope wise, yeah, that's how it looks. Ooh,
Nice.
very
It's like
sleek.
some kind of alien weapon, dude.
Yep.
Really.
Yep. It really does. I think uh, I really liked what was the this one glitch pop one, but I kind of always felt the glitch pop one was a little too big from a model standpoint.
Okay. Kind of get where you're coming from.
Yeah, this, however, I think is a lot more sleeker. We'll of course try this out in range a little later, but yeah, this is what happens when you lead with the skins, right? It's just like get sidetracked, and then we're gonna go straight back in to the main reason why we're here today. It is Fade. So, what is Fade? Fade is an initiator, and utility-wise, from what we saw in the gameplay, very solid initiator has a dart-ish sort of like a spell. I believe that is the E. Which is Haunt. Well, let's just start right from the beginning. Okay, so first ability is Prowler. Equip Prowler, fire to send a Prowler forward. Hold fire to steer the Prowler towards your crosshair. The Prowler will chase down the first enemy or terror trail it sees and near sight the enemy on impact. So yeah.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like a Sky Flash, but put together with the Tail Blaze. So it's like a weird combination of the both.
Yeah. So you just chase down the first enemy, near sight the enemy on impact. That's like the trail
Yeah.
you get in your Spike Rush, right? You get 2 of them.
Yeah.
This is like one of them that's gonna chase
The
him
hunter,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, but the difference here is it says chase down the first enemy or terror trail it sees. So I'm guessing it's gonna leave a trail on whoever it connects with, so you can kind of chase them down. I don't know. We'll have to check that out. Sounds very interesting though. It's good. Well, it's kind of great, especially for I think mid-round rotations. Whether you're on attacking, where you have these pesky little agents who would have pushed up and they're holding these off angles aggressively, and one of these just straight up reveals them up and
Yeah, like let's say an aggressive jet or a chamber.
Yeah. You
Mhm.
push up. You're holding an aggressive position, trying to get that early pick off, while the attackers rotate back towards maybe another side, towards the other end of the map, and boom, you can just straight up lead with this to find those people up straight. Next, we have C's. Equip a knot of raw fear. Fire to throw, the knot drops down after a set time. Reuse to drop the knot early. The knot ruptures on impact, holding nearby enemies in place. Held
Mm.
enemies are defined and decayed. Okay, we did get
Oh,
to see this
Whoa.
in the reveal video as well. She picks up that ball and she like boom throws it up, right? That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Uh, held enemies are deafened and decayed. Uh, Super good, I think, for charging into a site, especially the standard positions. You can always just straight up clear that, I guess, with this spell. A couple of crucial ones, and of course you have your teammates rushing in with the rest of the abilities. I think this is going to synergize very well for someone who's looking to enter into the site. Next we have Haunt. Equip a haunting watcher. Yeah, this is the one where you get that watch tower of sorts that goes up. It drops down after a set time. Um, Reuse to drop the watcher early. Okay, the watcher lashes out on impact, revealing enemies in its line of sight and creating terror trails to them. Enemies can destroy the watchers. So this is destroyable, by the way, and so is the C, the Prowler. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the Prowler, before it hits you, you can actually just shoot them straight down. And you can destroy the tower as well. The tower works like a beacon, very similar to your SOA uh,
Recon, yeah.
recon, and you get to find their positions. Um, Very easily synergizes with an initiator. That's what you want an initiator to be able to do. Find locations, kind of uh, paralyze them and put the fight in your advantage when you're making the go. And I think she's got a very good kit in that regard. The ultimate, of course, the Nightfall. Equip the power of Nightmare itself. Fire to unleash a wave of unstoppable nightmare energy. Enemies caught in the wave
holy hell.
are marked by terror trails, deafened and decayed. So this is again very similar to the breach ult in the way it's released, from what we saw in the video as well. Kind of releases in the direction. Any enemies that are tagged essentially are deafened, um, they're decayed, and they leave a trail. So
Yeah.
uh,
You know the exact position.
yeah, so it becomes very hard, especially if you're like holding down a site, you're trying to reposition, you're trying to keep the element of surprise up, but guess what? There's a trail behind, and you're already deafened as well. And of course, the DK is going to tag it down. Of course, you're going to regenerate back up in time, but there is that window where you pretty much probably just have to back off and hope you've back up in place in case they chase you down, and that opens up a window for you to either enter a site or retake, vice versa, depending on the situation. So that's the abilities of Fade. I guess we'll just jump into a lobby, a custom game, fire it up, and talk about Fade a bit more. I'm gonna start with OG first this time around. Initial impressions of Fade OG.
Well, in all honesty, I feel like with the problem that Valorant is facing, it has a very big problem in terms of finding viable duelists, because that duelist meta is fading further and further away, and that's because initiators are natural counters, right? Um Duelists essentially are like one of two kind. You have the movement duelist, which is basically Jet, Neon, and Raze. People who can dive, people can make space, and you have the flashing duelist, which is the Rana, which is the Phoenix and the Yoru. The thing is with how like Sky and KO have influenced the meta, pseudo duelists are kind of already in phase. Whenever you see a Sky and whenever you see a KO, it can naturally take on that role without having a lot of problems if needs be. So
Right.
the need of a flashing duelist immediately goes away. And with such an agent where it's possible for you to punish aggression in such a way, especially mid round. In competitive play, I see this being a very, very disruptive agent. You know, it could be as disruptive as remember when Astra came in, nobody could dive bomb. This is the equivalent of when this agent comes in. It's going to be very hard to isolate and play different angles when you're going to be playing post plant or a situation like that when you're going to be lurking and trying to hold that off angle, right? It's going to be very easy to root out stuff like that, and that's only based on if the heads up's there. That's what this agent kind of encourages, though. It requires you to be thinking a couple of steps ahead, understanding where you can have the edge and where you want to try and take information for your fight.
Cracky? What are your initial thoughts, man?
Yeah, initial thoughts are like पहली चीज तो like it's super good and जितना अच्छा लग रहा है कि team game और better होगा, yeah, it's looking good. The second thing is
My ult
as
is
you
ready.
mentioned ना कि duelist meta is gonna is fading away. I really think so as well because अभी meta में we might have triple initiators because इतना team game अच्छा हो जाएगा with the ult. Look at that ult. It's like quite close to breach ult and deafen DK. Oh bhai, that's gonna be so hard to dodge. That's gonna be super pathetic. Like breach abhi itna annoying hai. So if we have another initiator like him or जो reveal भी कर रहा है with the signature ability, so it's gonna be dope and I'm super excited to see the abilities for now because अभी तक मैंने actually में देखी नहीं है how it works. So it's C, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's you see.
Oh, so it finds the closest enemy. And you have two of these. Oh my god.
Are you able to guide this like, let's say, a sky flash? Like, are you able to like hold the mouse button and guide towards hookah or something like that?
Bring them down.
No, so it's gonna go to the closest enemy by itself, I guess.
So wait. I think you should just use the minimap as a reference to guide it. If I'm not wrong, something will pop up as a minimap, right?
Bring them down.
So try holding the trigger button that lets it go, but guide it through the minimap, like how you would a sky flash.
Yeah, it works the same way.
Nice.
So
This is-
it either latches onto the first target and chases, or you guide it. So
Oh, okay.
should give minimap information
them
as well.
down.
Then you get to know which agent it is. You get to know where he's stuck. So that's decent bit of information, especially for top tier pro play. This is game changing.
Bring them down.
Yeah, this is. And what's the Q ability?
alright, Q's the ball that we throw
That
around.
looks like a ball of wool. What is that?
And that essentially, I have a very good reference to this, but what's the popular Vandal skin?
Oh?
The popular Vandal skin?
Yeah, isn't it the Revo?
Yeah, the Reaver, right? It's like someone got, not too happy about the Reaver gun and just, put it into
Dude,
a ball.
this is like Revo played.
Bye.
Probably what you buy your kids if you want to buy them something Revo related.
We'll catch them.
Play with this. Okay. And what does this do over in AoE again?
It does have a bounce as well.
Yeah,
Ooh.
So,
can trick shot it.
I believe it deafens
Okay.
and
Take hold.
DKs them as well.
yeah, I think it also causes nearsightedness, right? Or was that the scene? Wait, I guess we'll have to jump out of the game to.
No, press F1, press F1, you'll get it here.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, so it deafens and decays them.
Yeah.
deafen decays, and it holds them in place as well. That's what it says.
Wow. So kitna like it's gonna be super good. Imagine having a Sova which gets you the info कि बंदे कहाँ है and this comes up, holds you there and some
Open up the
picture or
sky.
something. Oh my.
Take hold.
That'll be
Take
that'll be
hold.
extra salty, man. That'll be extra salty. I'm looking forward to such a play. This
catch them.
this is going along the same lines as something
catch them.
like a black hole would in Dota. It's a very big spell in theory, but only in practice will we get to know how much of a difference this can make. Because let's think of it this way: everyone thought that Chamber Slow really won't mount for much, but when you got to see it in pro play and how much disruption even a small slow can cause, this kind of an ability needs to have some kind of balance in the bigger scheme of things.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine crazy wombo combos, even with basic utility, like let's say a nade or let's say a Molotov. You can't have that much of an overpowering grip. That's kind of why Astra got nerfed to oblivion,
Yeah.
Bring them down.
Now look at the signature one. What is
Before
it?
that, we're gonna do the tower.
I'll find
Oh,
you.
okay.
So that's the
What
tower
is this?
that just essentially pings. How far can I throw this?
Where are you?
So far.
Ooh.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna be
you.
scared once.
I'm a little confused now. If you hide behind a wall and you're not directly in vision, does that deny it? So what's the criteria
Where
here?
are you?
I believe it's very similar to how the SOA recon works as well.
I'll find
It's
you.
straight line of vision to
Okay.
the tower.
So the eyes only can see, right? Like इसके पीछे भी दिखेगा or just the eyes?
Yeah, all around it. All around it.
Oh, all around it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eyes is, I think, gonna be mute. I think
Where
it's
are you?
it anyway faces the direction in which you throw it, but
Okay.
the reveal happens in all directions around the tower, as long as there are no um, barriers blocking the line of sight. So
I feel like,
Find you.
especially in the sense of this being an initiator, right? This is very unique what Riot has done, and for one reason. Usually, when they introduce something new, it's been something very, very different, right?
yeah,
For the first time ever in Valorant
Where are
history, it
you?
feels like they've put a couple of agents together, and it feels like one weird mesh of them all.
I'll find you.
Like I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm getting Sky vibes, I'm getting part Sova vibes. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if I should consider Viper because we're throwing half the thing we're throwing is balls. I'm not sure if the game's
But-
the 50%.
I'm also getting.
by the way, something that I noticed, the
can't throw the lineup?
distance, yeah, the lineup can't be too long either. It's got
Yeah.
a duration from when it is thrown from your hand
Yeah.
and till it just straight up vertically drops down and becomes one. So see,
Just like the Phoenix
if I
module.
throw
Where
this
are you?
away, it's going to vertically just drop back down and fall. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't do all these fancy lineups from
Long
across
range,
the
yeah.
map and things like that.
Where are you?
It does mean that you have to be in. So essentially, you have to give this a play style
find
which
you.
it kind of fails to some extent. Like either you find utility by
Where
completely
are
supporting your teammates with this kind of skills, or you try to lurk on the base of this, get information, and play a split game. So it kind of offers both the play styles to the player, which is something that I'm looking forward to test. Because in theory, yeah, it sounds great, but you never know when a solo lurking initiator can absolutely kick it, right?
Absolutely, man. And the big question though, okay, we will get to that a little later. Let's have a look at the ult, I guess.
Oh yeah.
This is the one, that had all the graphics.
What?
We saw all the videos, the teasers, trailers. All
Yeah.
of them had pretty much this, right? It was the fact that it was just this darkness that's coming to engulf you. This
Where? Take them! My
Oh,
ult is
yeah, I
ready.
see it.
boom.
What is that, dude? It
Look
looks
at the
like we
area
saw
that
something of
covers.
our play.
Where?
Look at that
Take them!
minimap. Kitna
My ult is
area जा रहा
ready.
है? Oh my god. Look at that
Holy
area.
hell.
Oh,
Okay,
the
so
whole
like
side.
for reference, we can. Oh,
Where? Take them! My
That
ult
goes
is
all the way
ready.
to the back of B side.
and that's from this position, mind you. It's still
Yeah.
possible for you to engulf the entirety of the side and a little bit of elbow all the way to the
Take
back
them!
defended
My
spawn
ult is
rotation.
Yeah.
This is big stuff, dude. This is. I don't know how I feel about Valorant becoming a
My
very
ult is
big
ready.
AOE based game when it's supposed to be a FPS. So It's a very interesting concept because there's a lot of things that are out of your control, and it's like you need to be 5 steps ahead of your enemy, right? Technically, but this is some next level utility dump that now can be done. Imagine having a breach, imagine having this, imagine having a brimstone, imagine like how many AoE things can you fight against? Like, come at me at this point, just finish the game. And Raze also is getting more prominent, so
Yeah.
there you go. Even Duelist is freaking killing it.
We did get to see a lot of rays in this VCT as well, and the fact that now you have these arsenal of abilities that essentially you can just straight up bully defenders on site.
Exactly.
Right? It's gonna be so hard. You imagine, say, I throw out the C
Bring them down.
to chase. You have the
We'll catch them.
Q to hold you in place, and there's a tower as well
Find
just
you.
for
Yeah.
vision. You ult. You also have a jet that is coming in. With all of this happening, there's like nowhere you could quite possibly hide, right?
Full salt.
The way you probably play on defense is gonna have to be, you're gonna have to be a lot more unpredictable. Just playing hardcore defense is gonna get you in trouble versus Fade, of course. But I think the big question I wanted to come to was Sova, without a shadow of a doubt, S plus tier initiator
Oh, yeah,
agent, right?
Obviously.
Does Fade, where does she come in? Does she come into a place where
Secondary
she
initiator.
replaces Sova, or does she
No.
work with Sova? Does she become like this more powerful version of Breach? Until, of course, she gets nerfed back again. And even if she does, how does she compare in that aspect when it comes to a lineup? I'm gonna start with you, Cracky.
यार मेरे को what I think is कि triple initiator will be much more preferred. Like if you just imagine having Fade and Breach on a single team, plus you have the Sova, so the impact that you can do is like super good because Breach ka utility is like good for one stun. If you want to push A, imagine you stun U-Haul or maybe Kabi. उसके साथ साथ you have that much info with the Prowler, the alt. It's gonna be good. मेरे को जो लग रहा है, it's like 3 initiators coming up. Replacing में I feel like कि अभी इतना मेरे को लग नहीं रहा कि इतना जल्दी replace होगा. They'll try some other lineups कि हाँ कितना impactful होगा matches में. Like can she replace Sova? Because if you see the impact of drone is कि recon bolt से you get like good information how many कुछ समय के लिए you see where are they going. But let's see कि अब इसके utility से how are they gonna enter, how are they gonna do the stuff. But yeah, for triple initiator, they're gonna bully the defenders, to be honest.
Yeah. OG, coming back to you, like there are certain spells that are very similar to the arsenal and usage that a Sova brings, right? To what Fade brings in. Do you think it is the overlap is too much that you would go one over the other, or is it to a point where just straight up having additional ways to not just reveal but control just means you would be okay running two initiators in this case, and maybe a single duelist? Is that something that we might get to see as well?
At least with this new agent with Fade, it looks like they've put Sky, Sova, and Breach together in one agent and find a way to make it fit, right?
Yeah.
The thing about Sova is, except for that shock dart, the utility he offers is so fundamental in terms of setup that
Right.
nothing can rival it on that same class. Not in terms of the amount of time it gives you information, not in terms of how accurately you can make a play on the back of that information. The closest thing you have is maybe a Tailblazer, and that has very close vision. You won't be able to see things from afar. You won't be able to see things at verticality, which is often how you play
Bring them
against it.
down.
So I feel like this offers a another option. We've seen a lot of teams
Bring them
prefer
down.
a double sentinel from time to time. Sometimes most of the times they run this double initiator. So you have the Sova on staple and you have the Sky KO on rotation. This
Right.
I feel like is the perfect substitute for a Sky KO. And the reason I say that is KO has gotten a lot of prevalence, especially with how Chamber has come up and with how much plays you can just shut down as the KO, especially buying time for utility. And I'm talking about post-plan situations. Now, this agent gives you the utility that you can not only play passive with, but also aggressive with. It not only buys time, but also creates space, which is something very rare. Maybe the only other agent that could do it is a Sky to some extent, even an Astra, where her global reach throughout the map is somewhat more relevant, right? It seems like, at least with this agent, the reach is somewhat limited. It's not as long range as a Sova, like you just said. So I feel like with that aspect, Riot have done it brilliantly, but this punishes any kind of aggression on defense. And it's not like the duelists had it
Ult is
easy,
ready.
right? This is not like the first 2 months of Valorant where 3 duelists and you can still have a chance to win.
Yep.
You pick up more than 2 duelists, people just straight up dodge, dude. So that's the state of duelists right now, and that's gonna be the state if it's gonna be single duelists, so be it. With agents like this, it makes the attack far more interesting and it kind of changes the narrative of tactical shooters. You remember back in the good old days, it always used to be, more defender oriented back in the good old 1.6 days. This is the first time a tactical shooter has changed the narrative by that much of a margin. Because right now, being in the defense is like sitting in a corner, and if you do nothing, you're essentially dead.
Yep. So let's talk a little bit about maps where Fade's gonna be probably effective, right? There's a lot of agents that we see are not per se straight up insta lock, but they're more situational and very importantly map dependent, right? Given the arsenal of abilities that Fade is bringing in, Cracky, which maps do you think where Fade's gonna be more effective? We've, I think, made a case for Bind already, especially in entering sites over at B. The ult is fantastic. I think ENC also does a fantastic job of getting you access, whether it's through long or whether it's through hookah. But talking about other maps, where else do you see Fade being relevant?
I mean, the smaller maps are मेरे को जो लग रहा है the smaller maps are gonna be more fun to watch because इतना बड़ा lineup का कुछ वो है नहीं and as we talk about split Sova हमको split पे usually कम देखने को मिलता है so maybe we might have a fade there because utility बहुत अच्छी है and the reveal the ultimate is fantastic so I really feel the split and maybe Ascent
Where are you?
ब्रीज के लिए आई एम नॉट श्योर बिकॉज काफी बड़ा मैप है एंड यू सी कि लिमिटेड एरिया है कवर जो कर रहा है द सिग्नेचर एबिलिटी सो मे बी नॉट ब्रीज बट या डेफिनेटली एसेंट एंड
I'll
स्प्लिट फॉर
find you.
श्योर
That I think that's like a great place to drop that right on entry.
Depending on the play
Find
that you
you.
want to make.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like the same, like you said, Cracky, with the range could be applied to Fracture, because in that it's very hard to find feasible places to dispose of your utility without being in direct line of sight, which makes things interesting when we head over to a map like Icebox, right? Fundamentally, Icebox has a lot of long distance duels, but with the way teams play and with the slow mid game, it encourages to have small cubby positions as maybe one and done lurk plays, and it's also a lot of misinformation that you try because defenders naturally have to take that first duel towards both sides in Icebox. So I feel like for teams that thrive on mid-round adaptations, this hero is gonna be absolutely ideal because
Yeah,
think of
for
the utility set. Everything is close range, right? You can make sure that your Fate stays alive, stays more relevant, and as soon as you maybe throw your Fake towards that A site, it's gonna be much more easier to enter on the back of a utility set like this, which is far less, how do I say, giving away to some extent.
Oh, by
It's
the
about
way,
50 CP.
there's one neat little thing that you can do with the Q. So as soon as you throw it, you can Q back any point of time
Oh,
to instantly drop it in that position. So say you aim it, you want it to drop right behind it. You can be a little generous about it that way and be like, boom, just hit down, boom, it's right behind it.
Ooh,
I'm
that's-
assuming that applies to all heights of it. Like, does it, like, let's say you're in a map like Fracture, and if I do that towards tunnels, is that gonna affect the area above me now? That's the question I want to know.
like the swarm grenades when you put it inside and it affects.
Yeah,
the top.
maybe or like the breach ult, you know, I want to know how it works
Yeah,
with
yeah.
verticality. Like, I want to know what's the limit. Like, if I stand on top of this box and a man puts it down underneath, does it make a difference to me?
Like KO की molly नहीं करती if it's not in the
Yeah.
left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think that's something
But-
we need
Catch
to
them.
check out as well, of course.
Take hold.
That adds, I think, a little bit more value if it does actually move over obstacles. Else, it's going to be very situational on where you use
We'll
that.
catch them.
yeah, but most probably what I think the answer is no.
Yeah.
Because just imagine कि अगर हम अंडर टनल भी कर रहे हैं like this is not much impact though, but still नहीं होगा. I don't feel it's gonna be there.
I'll find
But
you.
with this I thingy the signature ability, it's cool. Let's see अब ये कैसे reveal करेगा. I'm excited to see the reveal. We'll see it very soon. But if you see ना कि like how are the people going to use it? Like information एक को तो मिलेगी when they are going to be shooting it, right? The one thing.
Yeah.
But कितना scan होगा, like how many times, like with the recon we get 3 scans, right? Let's see इससे कितने मिलते हैं, 1, 2 or maybe nothing. If like it's quite slow. If you see, if you compare it with the
I'll
Sova
find
recon,
you.
it's quite
Yeah.
slow in going. Sova recon is like very fast if you charge it fully.
Yeah.
So
And
it's easily destroyable.
yeah, and even with the Sova, this one, right? Especially at say lower um, ranks of gameplay, Sova Dart is does not really have much in terms of AOE to hit, right? It is
Yeah.
not as straightforward to destroy.
Where
This
are
is
you?
boom. It's not gonna be too hard to pound that thing down. So.
You can't destroy your own thing.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll just be trolling straight up. It's not that they didn't introduce that, trust me.
Yeah, got your point. Got your
I feel
point.
like that's a similar criticism that Rana faces also, right? People say her Lear are
Yeah.
absolute trash. Due
Yeah.
to two reasons. Because A, at range, that shit doesn't even work. And B, how many times have you seen a pro do aim labs? And that's just like another ball in aim labs. You just flick up to it and go back to your head level. That's not very hard once you reach a certain threshold.
Yeah, 2 to 3 bullets. That's all you need. Actually, yeah. So, but yeah, ठीक है. I accept that, but let's see कि impact कैसा है, because you get the information now that on the right corner or maybe in the left corner there's someone shooting it, so you can put another nade or something, right?
Right.
So that it does the job in that way. But Lear के साथ it's like a different story.
A
होती.
different scene altogether. Yeah, that
Yeah.
understandable. It's just that at a higher level of play, making sure you get value out of something, it's like very scrutinous, right? Especially with
And
these
how
things
often
work
does it
with
come back, by
PCs.
the way? How often does it come back, by the way?
How?
Like every 30 to 40 seconds or maybe after a kill?
Which one?
No, it's an initiator,
the-
so it's a time-based
Yeah.
cooldown.
Yeah. It's.
Okay. Just throw it once
Hold on.
after putting
F1,
the
F1.
cheats off.
Let me just
No.
take all these
I'm
off. so-
trying to get the timing. Ki like
Ah,
kitna
okay.
time mein you get the signature ability back. 40 seconds, 35
Find
seconds.
you.
Yeah. 40 seconds it is. Okay. So अगर ये और सोवा है, then you have to use your signature ability one by one. Like हाँ 20
Yeah.
second बाद 20 second
You
बाद.
always have like a reveal and they're ready to go.
Yeah. You throw a boom fake to B arrow. Okay, baby, let's go. Hey, check this close corner. Easy entry. But this ult yaar is like amazing. पता है जब breach आया था, it was having a vertical one, and if you shoot the ult, see it's quite faster than the breach
Take
one,
them!
I guess. No, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
It's almost the same. Maybe it's exactly the same, but
Yeah.
the AOE.
But starting में the starting में जो breach का आया था, it was like V type alt, na?
Right.
So it was not covering the whole side, but this one is like already fixed. पूरा साइड गयो रे बाबा, तुम नहीं बैठोगे साइड पे.
I just feel so sad for the teams who are very proficient on defense. I feel
Where
like,
are you?
especially in Southeast Asia, this should be a character that all of our teams play. And the reason I say that is with the way PaperX played Yoru at Reykjavik, it's clear that a lot of European and even North American teams don't know how to play against aggression and chaos, which is what PaperX essentially did. And I'm not 100% sure as to how good this agent is in terms of facilitating, but I feel like this would be a perfect complementary pick when you're trying to play that fast, chaotic style, right?
My
Right.
ult
Yeah.
is ready.
It
When
punishes
they-
a lot of early plays your enemies can make, which is kind of what throws off, a chaotic play. The setup wise, you have the Sova to go alongside this, so you have more assurance walking into a site. Let it be fast or slow in that sense. A lot more scary. I had a discussion with my friend the other day. It's like, bro, Valorant is not an FPS game. It's a horror game. The goal is not to be scared of the enemy, and this shit low-key scary. Yo. I'm just letting you know. I'm not sure how somebody would, have that courage to go up close and personal, try to find an operator pick and come back. Because that used to be the way old Valorant works, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just so much different because there's so many things that can root you out of a nice, good off angle that you considered, okay, pre-round, yeah, this is the plan. Nah, it's gonna get out of the drain soon.
There's a drone coming, there's a dog coming. Bye.
Nat Geo
And look at
graphics
the
are
op. Yeah, look at the operator ones, man. The
Bring them
RGB.
down.
Oh,
clean.
so good. Inside scope RGB is like amazing. Look at that. That's the first one.
Dude, when it
That's the
turns
first-
orange, ooh,
Yeah.
it's like switching on one. It's like switching on an entire tube light, dude.
This
Kiranda, just tell the audience and us, please. Are you gonna be buying this one as soon as it's gonna come?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Short answer, yes.
But what are you gonna do? How are you gonna upgrade it? You don't have any Regenites.
It's gonna take till the next couple of
And-
patches till it's fully upgraded, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
It is
But yeah,
really
this
nice
is
though.
amazing.
Yeah,
This
I
is
really
really
like
good,
it. The fact that it's, I think, especially as compared to, like I said earlier, the what was it called again?
Glitch pop?
Glitch pop. Yeah, I always get cyberpunk is as a reference there, but glitch
It's
pop.
infected once. Inspect this one.
Inspection
Oh, look at
switches it
this.
off and changes colors.
Yeah, just like the
Wow.
normal RGB.
Just like just like the previous one as well.
It's like the RGB lights in my room. Once you inspect it, the color.
Dude, this is some people's PC, dude. So,
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
All
to
right,
be honest, I don't mind picking this off my dead teammates' cops, but not putting another dollar into this.
That's just you, OG. And there you go, more RGB. I like
Looks
I
like I'm in a
like
Discord.
the robotic sound that comes with it, right? I think that's nice. Let's have a look at this.
Cracky, be honest with me. If Shade was in school with us, don't you think he's the kid who'll bring the fidget spinner and all that shit to class and try to show off? He seems like that kid when we talk about Valorant.
Bro, you have no idea. We were playing. We were playing the other day. A new bundle came in. We told him, "Oh, hey Shade, there's a new bundle here. Hey, I'll be back in 15 minutes."
Straight up gets mom credit card, bro. Let's go.
When did this become taunt shade and not early access? Patch review.
I mean, we're giving them early access to the cash splunge, bro. Just showing them the other side.
This looks
Yeah, but
very similar. This not much in
Yeah.
terms of change, of course.
But ठीक है यार, मजा आएगा
Sounds
अभी ना?
dirty.
Is
Yeah,
because,
Stinger, right?
Many
Spectre.
people,
Spectre, sorry.
including me, many people love RGX Vandal. भाई बहुत चर्चे में है, to be honest. In
Yeah.
every single game you go, bro, RGX है.
Wow.
And now it's gonna be the Phantom, bro. It's gonna be super fun. Oh,
Yeah.
looks good.
Looks
wow.
good. Looks good. Let's come back to Fade in a bit. Let's go have a look at the battle pass, shall we?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean, that's why you're gonna get half your points, so.
Yeah, that's where the Radianite points come from. So might as well go to the source. Okay. As always, there are a few sets. This is the Hue Shift is one of the skin packs. Hue Shift Shorty. Nothing too fancy. Very simplistic in design. It's got little
Pinky.
shapes inside. Is a LP.
Nice.
That's nice. I like it.
Yeah. Again, what you need.
Yes. Moving on. Skin shopping.
Skin chopping card. You were talking about something cracky. In fact, that's the dragon. That's the Elder Flame, right? The first
Yeah,
skin
yeah,
we
that's
got as
the.
well.
Yeah, yeah. That's,
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
Judge.
Yep. Coalition Cobra.
Dude, I can imagine Viper players sitting and cringing with the stuff already. Oh, the games I wanna play.
Oh, we already have a Viper
Shorty.
shorty now. The green color.
Yeah,
one,
we
no?
do. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna
Now
pair
it's
up
gonna
nicely
be
with it.
Judge. Bro,
It's
please don't nerf Judge.
What the hell
sticker
is
time
this?
spray.
Alright.
Dude,
It
it's
looks
I mean, my
so.
parents taught me
awesome.
about the bird and the bees. I wish they taught me about these bees, dude.
The guy in the middle seems to be a little pissed as well. It's like, bring it.
Yeah, he messed with the little bee. I think that's why.
This
Oh,
penguin sniper is really cool. Nice box.
damn cute.
And oh yeah, this is this is another set.
Wow.
This was the
Zoom it in a
sheriff.
bit. Zoom it in. Oh, baby. Looks good.
It looks very nice. It's got this
Nice.
Looks like
design where
revolver. Look at that.
there are
Look at that. You can put actual bullets.
essentially crevices in middle of the skin, right? That is something I haven't seen much. The shape, or more or less, is always solid, right?
Yeah.
These crevices in this, I think that's kind of like the signature of the Sys. Is this the same? Oh, hold on. What did I do? Can't I?
Wow.
Oh, I can't scroll and zoom. You can't
Yeah,
zoom
even I
in
was
this.
hoping for one,
Yeah.
but this looks like just the run-of-the-mill character player card.
Yeah.
A Cypher is Silver Chamber. That's all you see.
There you go, more Viper.
More salty players, yeah. Oh,
Coffee.
Nice.
Dalgona coffee.
Looks like
Okay.
another lockdown is coming. Never
yeah,
mind.
they're just memeing us at this point. Dude. Like,
Yeah.
And this is Cobra
I'm not-
Odin.
I've not seen many of those Vipers playing Odin, but it's okay. The Judge was a good one though.
We're back to the Hue Shift. There's a Bulldog.
So two
It's
sets, right? Yeah.
okay. I mean, it's nothing too flashy, nothing too fancy, but I guess.
Oh,
Hey, go back to that brimstone. Go back to that brimstone.
Bark Brimstone Spray.
looks so good.
Dude, I just got reminded my brimstone and enemy brimstone meme. Oh god.
We have
What
the
have they done
Sis
to you?
Bucky.
Bucky
Same,
looks good.
same thing again. You have a lot of crevices.
Sis set is good.
Yeah, but
Sis set is super
looks
good.
very
बहुत
cool.
अच्छा लग रहा है.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blinding
Blinding.
bird spray. Wow,
Dude.
this is-
Dude, me and my neighbor both. So my neighbor just got into Valorant. Okay, and here's the best part. So you know how non-gamers don't understand gamer rage, gamer tendencies, right?
Right.
So the other day, me and my boy are chilling on the terrace, and we're both just talking about the game we lost yesterday night. A pigeon goes past us, and both of us turn away. Both of us have
In the
lost
fake
our
look.
way in real life.
Hawk out.
the avoid flash slicks
Yeah, in real life.
is
Yeah.
is a
Vi-
skeptical Viper spray.
They're playing with us at this point, dude. Everything is based around that one toxic agent. I don't mind
Pun
that
intended.
Killjoy crying though. I don't mind that Killjoy crying though. I feel like Killjoy is like the most annoying agent in the game. No cap.
Is
You just want your opponent team to be 5 duelists, right, OG?
No. I just don't like the voice lines Killjoy brings. You know. Kinda goes personal.
love it.
oh, Breeze schema guy. Yeah, we don't want nothing with Breeze. We face enough.
What I understand why a Jet would do this. No hate on them. Don't watch this.
No,
Parade, I love the
nobody
name.
saw that.
Is a very nice spray. Don't watch this spray. Is a heaven
Oh,
or hell
wow.
spray.
I love this.
Oh, looks good.
This is a very cool one. World
Oh
divided
my.
card. It is very cool.
You are divided.
And of course, Cobra Marshall.
One gun I use and they release that I don't mind. This actually does look a little decent, but still, Viper
Nah.
players.
This is a drum
The
set.
drum.
Ragnarok out, buddy.
This is a good one.
This is a nice one as well. Yeah.
I mean, you can use that on your sheriff and say that you've hit rock bottom and you can't aim. I guess. That's the only thing I'm seeing with that.
There's the sis card. There's a sis
Oh,
buddy.
buddy looks good. Zoom it in.
Nah, bro, not a fan.
Nah, not a
Nah,
fan.
nah, not
Looks
enough.
like a
Yeah.
keychain.
Looks like that 50 rupee keychain you get in the market.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much. This is like Mumbai server visualization.
What? Stinger ka?
Is
Stinger
this-
ka like this one, the holding thingy got bigger, I guess.
This looks-
No, that's essentially how stingers look, right?
Oh, okay.
The handle's always l- big.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh, okay.
The best part is they put a garbage can as a battery symbol, dude. Like how much more personal can they get to KO players? Holy crap!
Holy crap, indeed.
Oh man.
Deep divisions.
Is this a fracture? Yeah, that is fracture.
Yeah, that is
See,
fracture.
that's satellite. That's arcade. This is main. Oh, A side and B side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fracture.
the sign.
And you have the fracture right through the middle as well, if you can see it. That's the.
I mean, yeah. I kind of looked all around it.
Fade ID card. Cool. Hue Shift Spectre. Look behind.
Oh,
Oh,
good. This is good.
The
you
battle
know,
pass I'm
when-
getting for sure, dude.
No. So whensoever Omen and kills someone,
Yeah.
he says behind you. So, oh my god.
This looks
this is-
like the Scream villain with the
Yeah.
eyes is hilarious. What is this? When bunnies attack card. Cool.
Nah.
Is a pretty please swan raise. It's
Oh, this is gonna be my new one. Let's go.
They are always trolling Cypher, man.
Oh,
Always.
Man, Cypher can never get a break. We're
Yeah.
back to more sis. This is the Vandal. Again, crevices everywhere. Very cool. Looks nice. Moving on.
The main thing now.
Torch, buddy. Yeah. Coming to
Coming
the end. What is this?
Oh, the sticker.
Hey, this is the yo-yo.
Finally, we get to see.
Cap? No cap.
How, no.
Yeah, this is a yo-yo, by the way.
Oh, dude, it's been like a decade from since I've seen a yo-yo that caught me off guard.
That looks like a yo-yo, but I'm not sure.
I
if
hope it is.
Yeah, it says play Zilla Trick Master. Gives away nothing. This is,
Regular Phoenix.
Regular
and, again,
Phoenix,
I I think it's been a year from since I've seen a
Wow.
Phoenix in my rank, so.
this is nice.
Yeah. No, this is fantastic, यार.
It's
To
a
be honest-
standard axe, I suppose.
Yeah. But अच्छा लग रहा है. Like in just battle pass, आपको आराम से इतने सारे radianites and this cool looking knife मिल रहा है. क्या चाहिए भाई और
There's
बहुत
a
खुश हूँ.
golden it's stinger time spray. I'm gonna equip this.
Wow.
And there's a golden op on the penguin. Let's go.
And 30 more radianite points, which I need.
The two battle pass knives that I really appreciated were the Rune Dagger and the Velocity Karambit because they were kind of different to what you could regularly buy. You not only have the Prime Axe, but you have like 3-4 axes alongside like 3 other battle pass axes that were there in the times prior. So I feel like if they would have gone with something new and bold, it would have been something more well received. Because even the last battle pass, what we had the default knife color, dude. That's
Yeah.
that's straight up the knife that your mom has at home. You know, the one that you want to buy. But now we already have one at home, so this at least to some extent looks a little different because there's negative space in places which didn't exist before. It has a unique design to it, but I don't feel like it's something that's so different that it's only worth buying for the knife. At least the velocity karambit had a reason to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess that's your battle pass. There's some really cool skins in it. Same radiant points as always. We didn't talk about the pick screen for
Oh, she looks.
Fade.
She looks so good.
Wow.
Quite angry, but it's okay.
Everyone. Is
I don't like the way she's holding. Thank you.
You can feel OG get a little itchy, you know. The fact is stringing it along and holding it up. Get away,
That
get
looks
away.
so veiny. Like, what the hell?
So,
Goodness.
so yes, that is pretty much the new patch. Gonna be super excited to see how all of this.
Oh, I want to see the jet.
Do you want to try Jet?
Once.
Yeah, exactly.
You wanna see what?
Jet, so I
Jet,
can decide early whether do I take a break from Valorant or not.
Jet? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, jet's getting nerfed.
Oh,
in
just
this,
just
so
getting
fast.
nerfed. Yes. We've read about that as well. Let's see if she's actually been nerfed.
Oh, dude, this is straight up sad.
It's this
Cozy.
moment of truth for all the Jet players here. Let's see if it
Cozy be
is.
like,
If
it's
it
the
is.
perfect time.
Woohoo Jet or Rip Jet.
Rip, dude. I feel like ripperoni and pepperoni. I'm already ready for migration. I'm going towards Chambers side, you know. Man's got me in start TP. I'll just set up a little better. That's all I need to do. Like, what's the point of playing Jet if you can't play fast? Just my opinion. At least that's what I've always felt about that agent. That's what I really loved about the essence of a Jet. So, you just need to be a little more careful now. Yeah.
Okay, you can't dash in and bypass my bad.
That's the point, right? There's no more clips you can make with, that much ease. Even for making
Yeah.
that clip, you need to put effort to act like an idiot.
Yeah, but one more thing, jet dash is gonna be like very important if any team picks it. Like they have to execute it within the next 10 seconds, or maybe they have to utilize that dash, or it's gone forever. So not forever, but for at least 2 more kills.
It's gone
I just
forever.
discovered something funny, dude. Riot fixed a Jet issue without us even knowing it. You know that Jet always baits your team, nah? This time you can be like, you activate your tailwind and only then will go. What does that guy have?
Oh, there you go.
Not to use.
Press again to dash.
Try spamming it from the start. Like, see how long it'll take. Like, let's say take an op shot. Try double clicking E to see if you dash as fast as you can.
Hold on. I'm gonna go into cheats
My ult's
on.
ready.
Yeah, what do you want me to check, OG?
So, like, quick scope from an operator and try to dash. I want to see how long it takes to get away from your position. You need to click it twice.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah, this is the new dash boss.
So it's like if you want to peek one angle, if he doesn't come, the enemy, you can't dash in. Oh, okay.
That-
Double click works.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There is a slight delay. So you do this. E is already on. Then you can go. This is like a split second.
Tab tak to enemy team is gonna put a
So
bullet into
I'm
your
I'm
head.
gonna instantly spam E. So you know how long it's gonna take.
Wait, as you scope and try spamming E. Okay. At least they did it this way. I like it.
But still, you are wasting your dash now. If you get nothing out of it, the value won't be there, and your dash is like burned already. So
I think this.
that's where I feel it's
So
bad.
I think the beauty of this is the fact that you ascend your get out of jail free card irrespective of what's happening in the map is no longer available. This
Yeah.
this requires you to play smart, right? It's not a no info, no brainer get out of jail free. It's you gotta have to work with you need the info, right?
Yeah.
You need to
You need the
know
timing.
that your opponents are somewhere in this area for you to actually use it first, right? Else
Yeah.
it's more like insurance.
Yeah. So if you want to create space with Jet K Dash, you have to be ready. Okay, boys. In the next 4 seconds, I'm gonna be dashing in.
Yeah, you can't take the shot and then expect to dash. See, that
Yeah.
is how long it takes.
Yeah, at least 2 more seconds.
Unless you're preemptively ready with it, of course.
Yeah.
But
And
if you're
that's
not,
where,
just don't use it. Just don't use it. Just don't double press it once. Press it just once. Let's see if the turn off the cheats once and check it like if it stays or like if it's gone if you don't use it.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is
it will
gone.
go off.
Yeah, it
It
goes,
is
it
gone
goes.
now.
Yeah. That is it,
Oh,
boom.
okay.
it comes only after 2 kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you do the same thing, bye.
It's gonna be interesting because this gives Jet a
Yeah, it's
reason
gone.
to be paired up with Fade, right? Because Fade's close range utility, close range recon. Close range as in, from maybe lobby entrance to A long, that's what we consider close range in this house.
Charge
So
slot.
it's somewhat going hand in hand.
My ult's ready.
I don't know, dude. I still a little girl for baby girl Jet though. Has been hit with
No.
nerf after nerf, and after this, it feels like Chamber is permanently gonna take that operator role. It's more of a dive bomb agent purely now.
My
Yeah. But
30
like
seconds
as
left.
you speak for operator, I think maybe uh,
My
ऑपरेटर के साथ अभी उतने सारे क्रेजी प्लेयर्स वो भी नहीं कर पाएगा चेंबर भी बिकॉज विद जेट डैश वी हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेयर्स गोइंग विद नाइव्स एज वेल winning
Yeah.
thrifties on thrifties with that. So jet is jet was like very very cool because after 2 kills you get that dash, you have updraft, you can go on off guard angles, you can do crazy stuff. But with chamber that's like not much possible because single TP, nothing else. Like you can't go on unexpected angles very often. So this is where it's gonna restrict because if Jet is on seaside, she can be anywhere on the top of the box or maybe every other off angle you can imagine. So
And I think the beauty of Jet was how you could reposition as
very
Jet,
fast.
right? Instant reposition. You never really know where she is, and she can, at an instant, win the duel, jump back out before there's a trade. And that's
Yeah,
what
no?
has made Jet very unique. But
Yeah.
this is gonna take a lot of that away. There is no instant, boom regardless of the situation. You're just
Yeah.
out of there. Not gonna happen unless you preempt, and that is only gonna happen when you have the information, right?
Yeah.
Else you're always gonna look to hold on to your dash and not use that straight up. So it's gonna require a lot more smarter play to be able to use that. But it'll be interesting to see if this is the final nail in the coffin where people say, hey, yeah, now we're not gonna install Jet anymore. We're not gonna play Jet regardless of what lineup there is. Let us know what do you guys think as well in the comments. What do you think, OG? Does this warrant move away from a perma 100% Jet pick in most of the
Uh-huh.
games?
That's the reason this. See, in a lot of ranked plays, even at Immortal, right, doesn't give two hoots about what happens. That they care more about professional play. They have that top-down approach, and Jet has a good 85% pick rate at the moment. So
Yeah.
it's something that definitely does warrant a huge, you know, fix in a sense that it doesn't need to be broken, but there needs to be incentive for people to play other agents. And that needs to be there from the bottom up, which is something that Riot doesn't really go for. But this is one thing that actually does make a huge difference in your day-to-day Valorant user. Maybe you who's watching. You don't have to deal with Jet insta-lockers. You don't have to
Yeah.
deal with a lot of duelists against you, which might end up working against your favor sometimes if you're not accustomed to playing against utility if you're not accustomed to playing against pre-made setups, it's going to be harder for you to adapt and improvise. That was something I loved about Valorant. Regardless which FPS you came from, it was easy for you to adapt. But given that we're a very long way now into our development growth, as the community covers a lot of nice unique things, we're walking away from what we had the assumptions of FPS, where if you want to kill, you need skill set specialized in killing. Rather than that, you have more of crowd control mechanisms and setup plays, which goes for an even bigger length. I think soon, not much of a duelist meta. I do love this player card that you have here, though. This straight up looks like a PC cabinet, and
Yeah,
this is going to be the lobby
that is your
designated
RGX
boy.
Pro card.
Are
And
you serious?
yeah, it is. It is. It comes
This
as
looks
part of
like a
the set.
holy.
There you go.
This looks
That's
like a Diwali decoration item, dude. What is this?
Well, what are your thoughts, Cracky? I know you play a lot of Jet as well. Is this completely now broken the uh, once untouchable um, pick that the solidity at least of that pick, Jet, or does this only mean that the Jet players are gonna just change up their play style a bit and she's still gonna get to see the same pick rate?
माँ मेरी जेट को नर्फ कर दिया माँ. अब जेट के साथ क्या होगा?
Crack, he looks like this guy.
Bro, yeah, to be honest, like Jet ke saath, it was very fun to enter site, to create space. When you actually know how to, enter into a site, the dash, create space for the team, make crazy plays. It's gonna be a bit less, but I think Jet is like all-time favorite of many of those Insta lockers. They'll still lock it. Doesn't really matter.
Well,
But हाँ, थोड़ा सा pick rate तो कम होगा. But
that
they're gonna still go with it. Go for it.
rip, rip. What a time to get the Jet statue. The day it lands, it's like boom, gone.
Yeah,
No,
look at this guy, OG. You were asking me, nah? This guy loves to flex. See that face cam?
casual,
Show the audience again.
casual,
I've had to
casual.
deal with this through multiple game types. So at this point, I think I'm numb.
He's got used to it by now. So,
It's like normal.
okay. So, I guess we've pretty much talked about all we can. We're gonna jump into games in the coming weeks once Fade is out. A huge shout out to Riot for getting us early access, as always. Super fun to check out new content before we get to experience it in our everyday lobbies. Thank you so much, Cracky and OG, for joining us, and this is super fun. Before we part ways, what's the thing you're gonna be most excited for in this patch? I'll start with you, Cracky.
I'll be waiting for someone to gift me the new bundle. That's all.
Moving on, OG.
In this patch, right? I think I'll be finding a game to take a break, maybe. Because there's no way in hell I'm gonna be playing anything in this patch, dude. This is like prime period. The game is here, like, dude.
This
Take a
is
break.
this
Chill.
is exactly how OG reacts every time. There's nothing new. Says this and then is back in the grind, going for the it's immortal grind.
Chambermaid.
Yeah, my rank history looks like my shirt right now, so that should be a good indication as to why you need one.
Well, super fun, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Viewers, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, like the video, share it with all your friends. If you like it, go ahead, share it even more. So that's pretty much it. Until next time, goodbye. See ya.